it's time to give birth. Yeah. God is giving us all the signs that it's time to give birth. We give birth to something new. The death and rebirth cycle. A lot of you know this cycle very well. And we go through this time and time again, and that is the refinement that God gives us. We're on the threshing floor, and we went through these cycles in order to refine the foundation, because the foundation has to be rock solid. Yeah. A rock solid foundation will last the test of time. A rock solid foundation will hold up in all of the storms that might come. It's time for each and every one of us to give birth, because the energies are supporting it right now. You have to reach a very special place where you can give that final push. The energies have to kind of all be in alignment to support it, to support this birth. And we go through a lot of pains, Jane, absolutely. There's a lot of pains that we all go through, but this is the time period that we're all in. When I look, sometimes God gives us funny examples. No, it is time to give birth. And I looked around yesterday. It got very, 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 very hot over here. And all of a sudden, like, the weather changed, and the plants and life responded to the increased light that is coming in. The heat is rising. The heat is rising. So yesterday, it was clear. It was all over. There was tons of pollen everywhere. Okay, so I was very blessed to be able to get on the beach at a time period and enjoy a wonderful, very hot, almost summer day in the middle of February. And so now I come back, and you could clearly see the pollen everywhere, and it's on everything, and there's a pool in the community, and I see my friend is there, and he's like, I don't know if I want to go in. The pollen is everywhere. Oh, it's covered. I don't know if I want to sit on the chair. Oh, the pollen is everywhere. Okay. So the science teacher has to come out, and the big kid. So he finally he goes in the pool, splashes in the pool. He's splashing around, and so I go, the pollen is everywhere. He's been going on and on. So I go, you know that sperm just went in your mouth. He goes, oh! I said, yeah, the pollen is sperm. It's all over the place. God is telling us it's time to give birth. We have to give birth to something new. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey, and I make it relevant and relatable for the everyday life folk, just like me, just like you. See, he might have had a little sperm in his mouth. It was all right. It's just a science joke. Phrasing. You need to know thyself deeply, and you need to know your strengths and weaknesses. We are going to give birth today. God is telling us the energy is supporting us to give birth today. The first thing you need to do, you could take out a piece of paper and start writing these things down. The first thing you need to know is know thyself deeply, and you need to know your strengths and weaknesses, right? I know my strengths and weaknesses very strongly. So I focus. I know the things that I'm strong at. Sometimes being a little funny, okay? And I know my weaknesses. And I know the things that I need to work on. And I know the things maybe to avoid. You know, and I've been sharing about this, you know, as a person that I come out in front of millions of people, and I know, and you could see on the channel, these are the 10 to 20 things I'm very strong on, and I focus on these. And these are things maybe that I need to refer to someone else for. So you need to know, write that down. You need to know your strengths and weaknesses. Number 2. This energy right now is for miracles, miracles for new ideas. Some people see me and they say, I never seen a guy like this. I never seen a channel like this before. I never seen a teaching modality like this before. Write it down. Miracles for new ideas. When you have new ideas at this time, because we're building a new kingdom. We're building a new earth. The new ideas are being supported at this time. Miracles, massive shifts for those new ideas. We don't want to keep repeating the same thing. We don't want to be a bunch of carbon copied, wash, rinse, repeat. We need new things. Some of you heard the phrase, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Now we need the new. New, new, new. Everyone can write that 3 times. New, new, new. And the new is being supported, and a miracle comes in for the new. Number 3, balance of energies to give birth. We're all giving birth. Real men give birth. Oh, yeah. The masculine energy is personal power. The feminine energy is the creative. You have to marriage the two and give birth to your new idea. Oh, look at that beautiful idea. Look at that beautiful creation that you just gave birth to. This is where our minds need to be at this time. So you have to have the balance. Masculine energy is your personal power. We have to take back our personal power. We have to take back control of our everyday lives. Write it down. We have to take back control. We have took back control. We are in control of our everyday lives. Many people in the world are not in control of their everyday life. They're regurgitating. They are being driven by subconscious programming, like an NPC, a non-playable character, just running off of the programs. Are you driven by programs, or you are driven by the light of Christ? Once again, are you driven by subconscious programs, or are you driven by the light of Christ? Some people, the light is pooh. You can see it right now. They're popping off. The light is beautiful light, beautiful glow. You're like a glowworm. We're glowing. Yeah. Some people have sampaku. They're dead in the eyes. Sampaku. Which one are you? You got to take back control of your everyday life. You got to take back control of your everyday life. And you got to take it back. You have to take it back. I got to take it back, Uncle Mike? Yeah. But why is that, Uncle Mike? Because freedom isn't free. Well, I learned this very carefully. Yeah? You have to go through the life. Okay? God is going to work with compare and contrast. God is going to show you this. I know you had your spiritual awakening. You had your spiritual awakening. You said, everything's going to be unicorns. These people are going to be nice. Everything's going to be unicorns and rainbows. But one thing, and you got to realize this, freedom isn't free. You got to fight with it. You got to fight for it. You got to stand up, and you got to take it back yourself, because freedom isn't free. It's a true story. This is the energy of Leo the Lion. Did you know we're in this right now as I'm leaving this message? And it will last the test of time, because you're going to get this message and you're going to say, you know what? I share this all the time. You could do this on a random Tuesday. A random Tuesday. You stop waiting for a special event. But as I'm leaving this right now, we just left the Leo full moon. The shift is happening. Leo the Lion. Lions need to rise. You got to have your personal power. You got to have your personal strength. You got to get your strength back, kid. You got to heal. You got to focus. You can't be in chaos. You can't be in confusion. Chaos and confusion have to leave you at this time. Chaos and confusion have to leave you at this time. During this moment, and you're going to see, if you're new to the channel, how this message connects to tomorrow's and the following days. You need to stay cool. Cool as a cucumber. Yeah. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Yeah. You need to stay cool right now. You are going to see many attempts to make you feel a certain way. Not everyone has that Christ spark in them. So this is how God works with compare and contrast. So you're going to see dementedness, derangement syndromes, all these things. And what it's doing, it's actually clearing the way for love. Oh yeah, baby. You could get the hearts going in the chat. Are you here for some love? Smash the like button if you are ready to receive some love. Yeah. It's time for some love. Yeah, big, beautiful hearts. Yeah. Sometimes we have to see the filth. Sometimes we have to see it. We have to see it up close and personal. Sometimes we have to experience it. And it's got to be so out of control. It's got to be so like absurd that it actually, what it's doing, it's clearing the path for love. What do you love? Oh, yeah. You have to stay focused on what you love. Death and rebirth. We go through this many times. Okay, so I have shared a video. You could check it out where the whole video is focused on this part of today's message. Signs you are about to level up. Are you about to level up? Well, that's also known as the death and rebirth cycle. We go through this. There's a pruning that happens because God wants to get, before you really blow up, we're about to blow up, blowing up into the heavens. But before you do that, oh, your foundation, oh, it's got to be right. So that's why, like, it takes me a longer time to do things. Some of you know this. Some of you might say, hey, well, how come I have to go through all this extra stuff for, huh? Maybe it's taking your journey a little bit longer because when you give birth, you're going to give birth to something that's never been done before. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Wellness, health and wellness, that's what I'm giving birth to this year. And we're going to be talking more about that in this video. But talking about that, there was a man, Ronnie Coleman. Some of you know Ronnie Coleman, right? And he used to say this phrase, right? We all used to laugh, and it is true. Everyone want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy-ass weights. And that actually lasts the test of time. Everyone wants to be in shape. What he's saying is everyone wants to be in shape. Everyone wants to be healthy, but nobody wants to put the work in. Does that resonate with you? Physically, mentally, and or spiritually, in any state of your life, you need to put the work in. I'm going to manifest. I'm going to have a unicorn. True manifestation, right? And some of you are seeing it play out before your very eyes. I put up beautiful posts on Facebook yesterday. The link is in the description. There will be more today. We have Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. You could connect on all of the platforms. I have real life evidence for my manifestations. And guess what? I don't have a magical potion to sell you. I don't have a magical pill to sell you. You have to get your ass up and you have to do the work, because true growth, true manifestation is the intersection between conscious thought, the manifesting, and radical action. You got to do stuff. Hit the like button if you're learning this. Smash the like button. Why don't you share the shift out of this video so we could give birth to something new. We could give birth to the true ascension journey today. Brandy Little writes, nailed it. Did I nail it? Oh, I love to nail it. We have to nail it. Hit the nail on the head. The hammers are hammering. Okay? This is a time period to give birth to your dream. Only you, there is something in that brain of yours, right? There's one in my brain. There's one in, you have this thought. You have this thing. You want to give birth to it. But you say, oh, it's different. Of course it's supposed to be. Oh, this doesn't follow. You go against the grain. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. You got to go against the grain. This is what God wants from you. Warriors. Warriors rise. BS falls. That's going back to the beginning of the lesson, the foundation. Many of you are seeing this. This is the energy themes that we're in right now. We're seeing it across the board. The stuff, the house of cards that needed to be propped up, it's an illusion. It goes down. It goes down. But that ironclad, that rock solid foundation, that, oh, it's going to last, because the energies are so high right now. So you are going to experience this right now. Many people, right, they might lash out at you. I've seen this, and I know this. And I am obedient to God. God showed me this. I went through multiple seasons. I had a major hiccup in my everyday life. I'm trying to birth something. You're going to have individuals that will instead of, my mentor taught me this when I was younger. He said, Michael, some people would rather drag you down into the pit with them than say, you know what, I want to rise up with you. How many people have realized this? You could hit the targets in the chat. How many people have realized this? You have to know this. You have to know this and move forward accordingly. Because if you walk on eggshells, you will never give birth. If you walk on tiptoes, you will never give birth. We're here to give birth. The chat is absolutely blowing up right now. Don't you just love it when I knock it out of the park? It's the truth. We need, what I'm here to do is inspire others to speak the truth. You have to speak the truth. You got to keep your feet planted firmly. That divine feminine energy, actually, the true divine feminine, you got to know these things. Over the course of my journey, the divine feminine energy is very tough. It is very tough. Not deceptive, not clever and cunning. You know the Jezebel spirit. No, that's the divine feminine. And it's time, right? So right now, that divine, that's your creative. That's your new idea. New idea. Birth, 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 right? Everyone, thousands of people. Just write birth, birth, birth. And a lot of us are feeling this right now. We're feeling the birthing pains. We're birthing a brand new version of ourselves. When we birth a new version of ourselves, then our whole life actually changes right before our very eyes. Birth, birth, birth. Everyone's writing birth, birth. That's push, push. We're giving birth. Masculine energy, personal power right now. A lot of us, our personal power was taken from us, or we were tricked into giving it away. So many things were designed to maybe emasculate you. And again, go to the energies. You might be a powerful woman. How you doing? You were emasculated. You got to just go to the energies. Don't just think of guy or girl. You following along? Boom. They're trying to emasculate me. Personal power. Boom. Right? You got to clear the way first. Take back your personal power. Boom. Okay, now everything's clear. Everything's quiet. Now, I give birth. Divine feminine. Boom. Here comes the birth. Here comes creative energy. Ashley Augustine, thank you so much. Birth, birth, birth. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for that. Very grateful. Okay, so right now, and it's always going up. Always going up. Boogity boogity boo. You know the boogity boogity boos? Oh, they might appear. I am so trained. I'm so trained by God. I see it so clearly. It's like a joke. They just look like clowns, or any attempt like this looks like a clown to me. Okay? So listen to this part. Okay? You hit favorites on this video. Watch it on repeat. Watch this part on repeat. Hit the like button so people watching live will hear this around the world. Okay? This is what we need to do right now. Okay? Live with purpose. Live with purpose. Lock onto the target. What is your target? You need to have the blinders on. Live with purpose. You're walking, you're strutting. Lock onto the target as everything breaks down. Everything breaks down. It's not, so you don't have, if a person is like, ooh, 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 social media, ooh, ooh, Instagram, ooh, ooh, look at that. You're lost. You're lost. You're all out in there. We're in the eye of the storm, if you will. It's nice and calm in the eye of the storm, right? Look, the chat is blowing up because you know I'm speaking the truth, right? Live with purpose, lock onto the target. As everything breaks down, you come out on the other side because you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused during the oohs and the ahs and the distractions and things that are trying to have. So if you don't understand spiritual warfare, I see it all the time. My lens, because, you know, I'm a guy, I see this mostly with women, okay? And you have to understand spiritual warfare. If you never saw my world-famous video, which woman, the divine feminine versus the demented feminine? I used the term dark feminine, but someone was saying, so the good witch or the bad witch, right? Who is that? Gwendolyn? You have to know your women. If you're a man, I'm just sharing from my lens right now. There are women that know this. They know this. A feeling. This is spiritual warfare. When it's time for you to level up, you're going to see both actually appear. Women that say, I'm going to support you and make you feel good. Yay. Embrace the energy. And then you're going to see dirtbag pieces of trash that try to make you feel like crap. Hit the like button if I'm speaking the truth. I give birth now. Because they don't want you to give birth to the kingdom. The Jezebel spirit, spirit of confusion, spirit of rebellion. You got to know them. You got to know them real carefully right now. Got to keep the blinders on. Got to stay focused on your target right now. You got to stay focused like never before. And you will see the weirdest things in both. And again, anything that I'm sharing from my lens, like, and I shared earlier, if you are a woman that is building the kingdom of God as well, emasculation, like they emasculate men. Of course, it's going to be higher for that. But what that all that comes down to is your personal power. You got to have personal power right now. Hope is real 22. I appreciate that. 999. It's over, kid. I love you. Thank you so much for that. Uncle Mike got receipts. Spirit says, stop asking when and start living as if the solar flash has happened today. We are about to see the results of our labor. I am so grateful for that. Thank you so much for the support. So grateful. And if you just tuned in, great support is clicking the like button. Just do that for me. I appreciate that so much. Okay, ready? Utilize. I'm saying this to empower people because a lot of people are struggling with this. If you don't have trolls, if you don't have little turd burglars popping up into your life like a turd burglar in a toilet bowl to try to distract you, you got to try harder. It's true though. And I heard this earlier. So this is how much I have changed. Okay, like in the beginning, like it would bother me because like I never really understood the evil in society. But what is evil, Uncle Mike? It's actually live in reverse. It's literally the opposite. So you're going to see people say the opposite. If you say something, maybe you're a content creator and you say something, people are going to write that you said the opposite of what you actually said. You following along? So that's antichrist. That is the opposite of truth. We got to teach today. Christ is truth, spiraling upwards, light, the most high, the Hawkins scale of consciousness. You can walk around with the Hawkins scale of consciousness in your pocket. And when people are yapping away, you could pull it out and you could say, okay, your frequency, what you're saying is here. Okay, this is guilt. This is shame. Get out. In order for us to give birth, we have to be in that frequency. Okay? And if you're in that frequency of fun, so many people in the world don't want to have, I'm seeing this. I take the pulse of society. I live my everyday life, and all I'm doing is documenting. And you might be doing the same thing. Do you see people that it's like they don't want to have fun? Not rational. It's time for us to give birth. I have to give birth to what my mother taught me. Oh, that's the divine feminine right there. Every divine masculine will have divine feminine train them when they are younger. You're getting this message and you know that this is truth. My Nana as well, James. My Nana as well. And that's why for the women out there, I can't, if you're seeing me, I'm a result of this. And honor these women that got you to where you are. But what I'm giving birth to is what my mother taught me. And basically is that health is the only thing that matters. You could have millions and millions of dollars, but if you ain't healthy, if you're riddled in pain all day long, that money is not worth anything. Health is wealth. And this year, we are going to give birth and make the world healthy again. Everyone could write that down. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. And that's what I'm focused on. You know, we're all living in this world with all these things, but it took me so many years using quality programming, empowerment programming, for me to stay the way that I am. And that's what I want to show the world this year. When you see people, and, I even see people, they're in their 20s and they're broken down, done. But awareness is the precursor to change. We have to be healthy again. Health and wellness is key. And if that resonates with you, why don't you please click that subscribe button? It's a great support. It just helps this message. This is a grassroots movement. And one of the lessons, I do lessons, the channel as a whole, like I do daily lessons, but the channel's growth, what happens with this channel is a lesson on its own. And I want to show people that you could be an everyday life person. You don't need to be a celebrity. And because of your content of character, you will make it through. You got to show up every day. You got to be focused like never before. And when you are focused and when you show up every day, all of a sudden, things start to shift. Loyalty is king. Loyalty is key. And this is where in the modern society, that's why everything is kind of out of balance. Growing up in Brooklyn, anyone from Brooklyn here? Growing up in Brooklyn, there was a phrase called honor code. And a lot of people out there don't live with honor code anymore. Is that the truth? Why don't you let me know in the comments? When you live with honor code, everything starts to change. What's up, K9? I appreciate you being here. Hold the fort down. No, it's really about honor code. You need to find your niche. You need to find your love. Oh, baby. And when that's a frequency. And when you're in that, everything follows that. The only thing that matters is who you become. That's what we're really giving birth to. And everything else follows that. The only thing that matters is who you become. Not how much money you have in the bank. Not how many people like you. And you really have to know this because as you improve yourself, it's so wild to see this on your journey. And you'll see the stark difference. You're going to see the truth of people. I did a video, God is revealing the truth of you. This is the energy that we're in. That's that light. Light shines, and then you could see it all. And we're in this right now. You will see the truth of everyone. The only thing that matters. So go back to what I said earlier. Lock onto the target. Lock onto the target. I live with purpose, and nothing else matters. The money doesn't matter. The models and bottles don't matter. All this crap doesn't matter. It matters on who you become. You smashed the like button for your Uncle Mike. I appreciate that. Smash it if that's the truth. That's the only thing that matters, is who you become. And don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself to try to fit in. Don't lose yourself because of the Matrix cult, right? If you never saw the Matrix, it literally is a documentary of the world, okay? Put the glasses on. If you saw the movie They Live, and start saying, oh, I thought that was good for me. No, it was an ad to obey. No, that was a BS subconscious program for me to give my freedom away. Yesterday, a wave of love came over me. And even though my life is in purpose and I'm still going through things and upgrading and dealing with things, it's amazing what I have in my life. I'm on a brand new timeline. Go back to last year's videos if you're new to the channel. I'm on the brand new timeline. And now we want to give a brand new timeline. We're just waves. We just keep paying it forward. When you pay it forward to someone else, you create a positive feedback loop. Some people call things karma, right? But what is it? It's a positive feedback loop. And the more that you put out positivity, it's going to come in to match the frequency of the world that we're in. The things that fall off, and you will start to feel this. You could feel the energy of people. You could feel the energy of food. Yeah. I've been eating this way my whole life. I'm supposed to eat. I'm supposed to eat breakfast. I don't eat breakfast no more. Okay, maybe that will change, but it's one of the very important, the fasting window is so important for my journey. Okay, you want to learn more about that, please click the subscribe button and comment that down below, because we are focused on our overall health and wellness. And just like the food that we eat is our health and wellness, right? Oh, I'm going to eat healthy food, drink healthy water. Well, guess what? The other things we consume can make you spiritually unwell. Oh, yeah. Spiritually unwell. Oh, yeah. Well, who are you watching? Who are you listening to? You have to know that right now, because that will throw off your frequency as well. Everything carries a vibrational signature. Everything carries a vibrational signature. And now it's time to give birth. Give birth today. The energies are supporting it. If not now, then when? You might be getting this message. You've been putting things off. Let this be your message to give birth today, to do it today. Push it into existence today. It comes from the thought. It always is. That's why you have to just imagine. You got to imagine things. You got to be creative. You got to play pretend. You have to do these things. That's what Tesla did. And then because he did those things, then he was able to take those inventions and bring them to this physical reality. It's time to give birth. I love each and every one of you. We have daily videos, if you're new, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Let's be the greatest version of ourselves. Let's embody it spiritually on our journey. Let's get back into alignment, people. Let's live. Let's walk a balanced life, not an unbalanced life. Let's live in truth, because truth is the most high. I love you all. Please connect on Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. The links are in the description. We have brand new posts up on all of those other platforms as well. We're a family and a community. And please leave the comments, because I do read the comments, and that allows me to, I share with people. God speaks to me through people, an organic source, yes. So leave comments. I do read the comments, and it is a great day, and even greater days are ahead. So stay focused, stay empowered, give birth today. Give birth today. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. That's all you could do. Keep going, kid. I love you guys. Keep going. Be empowered. Personal power, creative energy. Give birth today. All right. I love you. Keep going, kid.